In December 2024, Blake Lively filed a complaint alleging sexual harassment and retaliation during the production of It Ends With Us, a film directed and starring Justin Baldoni. The headlines exploded. Everyone loves a big Hollywood scandal, and this one had all the ingredients: a major film, big names, behind-the-scenes tension. Then Baldoni fired back with a countersuit of his own, seeking up to $400 million, accusing Lively and her team of defamation and orchestrating a smear campaign. It was like two heavyweight fighters trading blows. Only the ring was courtroom, and the crowd online. Now you're probably wondering, how did a missed deadline claim enter the ring? Well, that's where the next act begins. Media outlets reported that Baldoni's team had missed a crucial filing deadline, which would have shelved his countersuit. For many, it looked like Lively's side scored a knockout. But according to Baldoni's lawyer Freeman, this was not what happened. Freeman explained on the podcast Two Angry Men that there was no appeal deadline yet because no final judgment had been issued in the way reporters assumed. He said, "The judge only issued that a few days ago and even reserved it from being appealable until after ruling on the attorney fees motion. In short, you can't miss a deadline that doesn't exist." And get this, the misinformation? Freeman says it came directly from Lively's camp, spun to look like a legal victory. That spin came directly from the Lively camp, he said. So, official deadline?
No.
Media victory? Premature. But the headlines had already landed. How did we all get it wrong? Keep watching. Even the outlets covering the case admit they screwed up. In the same podcast Freeman appeared on, host Harvey Levin acknowledged that his newsroom at TMZ had counted the wrong date. Why did this happen? A mix of factors. Complex paperwork and legal nuance. When is something final enough to start the clock? The pressure to break the story first rather than understand it deeply. A high-profile case with fierce media interest, which means less time for nuance. When media misreport a legal victory, it shifts public perception. Baldoni's camp says this spin was exactly what Lively's side wanted, a narrative win before the actual facts landed. We're talking reputation, business prospects, careers, everything. Despite the deadline headlines, the case is still active, and things are actually far from resolved. Baldoni's $400 million suit was dismissed in June 2025. Judge Louis J. Lyman found that Lively's statements were legally protected. But the original lawsuit filed by Lively against Baldoni is still set to go to trial in March 2026. Meanwhile, Baldoni's camp asserts the deadline missed narrative is false and that they're excited to go to trial. Maybe you've been told you missed a deadline at work, but did you have official notice? Maybe someone spun a narrative in your circle, they lost the deal, they messed up, it's done, but you didn't see the documents? So there you have it. A tangled Hollywood legal saga turned into a mirror for the rest of us. A deadline that turned out to be non-existent. A media narrative built early. And two big names caught in a public swirl of claims and counterclaims. If you enjoyed this breakdown, here's what I'd love you to do. Drop your thoughts. Have you ever been told you missed a deadline that didn't exist? Or seen a story spun before the fact? Share the experience. And please share this article with someone who could use a reminder that headlines ahead of facts are dangerous.